Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hellacious Hero Returns. I am Hellacious Hero Joe, and today is going to be another episode of Collector's Crusade. And on today's episode, I want to talk about a villain from DC Comics, one of my favorites. Joker is by far the greatest villain in comic book history ever, in my opinion. But this next guy is... That's right, it's Dr. Jonathan Crane, the Scarecrow. And today, an unboxing of a Diamond Select PVC Gallery Edition diorama. I got this a while ago, but I'm just now getting around to unboxing it. As you can see, it has the Batman insignia on the front, DC Comics insignia there, Diamond Select PVC, my favorite line. Got a ton of stuff from this. The box is great, similar to the other videos I've done with these dioramas. The Scarecrow on it. Got that back portrait, which I'll read. It says, as a young child, Jonathan Crane was subjected to sick and twisted experiments on fear conducted by his own father. Emotionally scarred and mentally unstable from the ordeal, Crane spent his childhood living in fear until he made an important realization. If he could control fear, it would never again control him. Over time, his interest in fear became an obsession. Graduating from college with a doctorate in psychology and specialty in phobias, Jonathan began experimenting on others, subjecting them to a hallucinogenic fear toxin he developed that brought out their worst nightmares. Although Batman has developed a number of remedies to counteract these toxins, Crane is constantly improving upon his formula, creating more potent and deadlier versions. This gallery diorama of Scarecrow is based on his appearance in DC Comics. It is made of a high-quality PVC and features detailed sculpting and paint applications. And this particular piece was designed by Caesar and sculpted by Alterton, which a lot of those PVCs that I've had before fall in the same category as this guy. Like I said, I've had this for a while. I'm just now getting around to unboxing it. But let's crack it open. And I am using a Damascus steel knife. Very nice knife. Ooh, this was a gift. With ram horn handle there. Damascus on the handle as well. Etching. But without further ado, this is pretty much standard on all these dioramas. If you guys watched some of my previous videos, Collector's Crusade videos, there's 3 or 4 pieces of tape on top. Kind of just go around there and cut those off with the knife, like so. Let's open her up. And much like the other videos I did on these unboxings of the Diamond Select PVC dioramas, comes right out of the box. They're usually connected with 2 pieces of plastic. And this one didn't really have any artsy background designs or anything like some of the other ones. Yeah, this one doesn't even look like it's taped. It just looks like it's 2 pieces of plastic. So I guess you pull these apart. Oh, there's tape. And you can put that back in the box, like I will do. And this is the official PVC figure. Bring it closer. Oop. There he is. Dr. Jonathan Crane. Scarecrow. Pretty cool. Little pitchfork in his hands there. He's on a base with like a barbed wire theme around him. You know, he looks very much like the Tim Sale version of the character. Kind of reminds me of that. Old school Scarecrow too in design, not so much the newer stuff with like Batman Arkham Knight where he has the gas mask on and the claw hand, you know, with the syringes in it. Which I did a cosplay of that. You guys saw the video earlier. But that was kind of my take on that. It was kind of a mixture of the video game version and Cillian Murphy's interpretation and Christopher Nolan's interpretation of the character in the Dark Knight trilogy. Really awesome. But yeah, it's an awesome figure. I will say, in comparison to some of the other ones that I've purchased from Diamond Select, this one is a little bit smaller and it's a lot lighter. But I mean, it's very well built. You can see a little batarang there. Close, you can see the batarang, indicating it's a Batman villain. But yeah, I'm very pleased with it. It looks great. Don't really have anything bad to say about it. Just that it's a tad smaller and a tad thinner than what the other ones were. You know, the Green Lantern one was kind of smaller too that I have, but it was good. I've got some, for the price point on this, I think months ago I paid about, I don't know, $35 for it. So I paid just as much for the other figures, and I feel like I got more out of those than I did with this one. But still, that's just, you know, an opinion. I still think it's an excellent figure. It looks great. And if you like Scarecrow, please check out this story. I think it's actually one of the greatest Scarecrow quote-unquote origin stories out there, by David Finch. It's The Dark Knight Volume 2. It's called Cycle of Violence. And I think that's the Dark Knight Volume 2, issues 10 through 15. It kind of tells the origin and the backstory of Scarecrow a little bit, like when he was a kid. The origin and backstory of Jonathan Crane when he was a kid, and how he was tortured by his father in these experiments, and how he came to be this kind of guy right here. It's a great story. Really great Scarecrow story. You know, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, Scarecrow stories out there. I like Kings of Fear, the Kelly Jones one I showed, you know, months ago. That's a really great one too. A lot of really cool Scarecrow stories. But I will say, I feel like in the comic book continuity of characters, he doesn't get a lot of love, you know, compared to a lot of other characters and villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery, such as, you know, Joker or Bane or Ra's al Ghul, and characters like that. You know, these big characters that get all this attention, which I love. I mean, I'm a huge Batman fan. Batman's my favorite comic book character. He's my favorite hero, superhero, if you want to call him that. He's amazing, and he has the best Rogues Gallery in my opinion, and I think some of them are underutilized, such as Jonathan Crane. And I can remember seeing Batman Begins. I was actually on vacation in New Orleans, Louisiana. It was the first time I saw it. It came out in 2005. I saw it in theaters like 3 times when I went to New Orleans, because I'm a huge Batman fan, and I love seeing Cillian Murphy's interpretation of the character in that movie, and the cinematography Christopher Nolan had. I was like, finally, Scarecrow gets some love, you know? And it was really awesome, and I love that interpretation of the character. Phenomenal piece, as I said. Check it out again. Diamond Select PVC dioramas. I got this back around, I don't know, Halloween. It was like October of 2020. I think I paid $30 for it, 35, something like that. But it's awesome. Please check out that comic book I mentioned. I have been caught up in a lot of new stuff, but I'm working on trying to get some of these videos back and getting back on track with these. It's probably going to be pretty sporadic. I know before I was doing like weekly stuff and you know, churning stuff out like once every other week, and then it just got to the point where, you know, with work and life and everything in general, you get overwhelmed. But I've had this for a while, and it's like I said, I've been so busy with everything, I haven't had a chance to show you guys this really cool piece. But I really appreciate the support, the continued support, even though I haven't been on for a while. And always do you. That's my motto. Have fun with whatever you're doing. Sometimes other things come before other things, and they take precedence. So put those things first. But always do what you love. Be happy with what you're doing. You know, if this is what you love and this is number one, and the filmmaking and the video and the showcasing and all that stuff is your thing, do it. But for me, I'm a very busy person. I'm interested in many, many things. This is just one of those things. You know, collecting is one of those things. You guys look at my channel, you'll see the plethora of things I love and I'm interested in. And sometimes, you know, other things just come first. So just keep that in mind. I am the hero you deserve, and I am the hero you need right now. Everybody take care of yourselves out there. I know the coronavirus thing is still not over yet. Make sure you guys are wearing your masks. Be safe out there. And, yeah, check out that comic book, Cycle of Violence, David Finch. I actually have got my hands on Batman 3 Jokers by Jeff Johns. I'm so far behind. I have a backlog of stuff I'm trying to catch up with comic book wise. I haven't even read it yet. Looks really interesting. I got the hardcover edition. I'm looking forward to checking it out here, probably with this week or next. But yeah, and again, I know this is, I talked about Scarecrow. This is a pop here. This is from, you know, Arkham Knight. That version with the gas mask, you can see. Scarecrow's a really cool character. Give him some love and attention if you haven't checked him out yet. And, yeah, if you're interested in anything like macabre looking or scary, hence scary, check out Scarecrow. But anyway, guys, this has been pretty fun. Glad to be back. And hopefully I'll have some more stuff coming soon. But like I said, it's going to be sporadic. I don't want to make any plans or have anything scheduled because you never know what's going to happen. So, take care. Until next time.